So, as you know, the cost of living is crazy right now. It's so expensive to pay for your bills, to fill up the petrol. It's just expensive. And I don't know about you, but I am feeling the pinch. So, I thought, why not create another one of these money saving tip videos? Because honestly, the few tips that I've used has helped me so much. And also, I'm going to be sharing some tips that the debt-free community have shared with me over on Instagram, which I didn't use, and I could have saved so much money, which hurts so much, but at least we know for the future. So anyway, if you like the sound of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. So it's Sunday afternoon and I'm going to cook some pasta for the kids for lunch. But this brings me on to my first tip: buying in bulk. Wow, first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you to one of my subscribers, Sophia, who let me into this hack. Now, buying in bulk is something I've heard before, but I've not consistently practiced it, and honestly it has saved me so much money. I also was under the impression that I needed to go out to different places, maybe to a World Food Store or maybe to Costco to do it, but sometimes you can just do it from your local supermarket, and that's what I've been doing this year. There's been 3 things I buy in bulk. I buy the largest version of those items: washing powder, rice and pasta. Recently I've switched to pasta from the small bags to a big bag. I actually don't know the size of it, but it has saved us so much money, and also it's one less item to worry about each week. Wow, I just realised how much I actually buy in bulk. But anyway, another tip that I've got is to have no spend days during the week. Now, you know me, if you followed me for a while, you'll know that I'm not keen on no spend days. Or when I say no spend days, I mean more like no spend months or no spend years. I think it's too extreme. I don't believe in depriving yourself. However, no spend days is something that can work. For example, on a weekday, I'm often so busy with work. The last thing I do is to go out to spend money. I'm at home, there's no temptations around. I guess the only temptation you could say I have is on my phone or online, where I could do a bit of online shopping. But I purposely make a point of delaying it until the weekend. It gives me a chance to assess everything that I want to buy and make sure that I'm not acting on impulse. And it also means that I give myself a break from spending and I'm more likely to save money. There's no better feeling than checking your bank balance and seeing that it's still exactly the same as it was 5 days ago. So yesterday I had to go get an eye test, and oh my gosh, the expense was unbelievable. I ended up paying £224 for 2 pairs of glasses and an eye test. Now, although I got 2 pairs of glasses, it was really expensive and it hurt to make that payment. However, I put a question out online asking my followers on Instagram if there was any way I could save on eye care, like what's your eye care money saving tips, and I didn't expect much responses because it's not really something that's discussed. But wow, I feel like a clown, because it turns out you can make huge savings by buying online. There's so many other tips, and maybe I'll do another video on that. Please do comment below if you'd like me to do another video and share those tips. But a lot of people said that they buy their glasses online and they use a company called Glasses Direct. Was it Direct Glasses? I cannot remember. But I've never used the company, so I cannot recommend making sure that I save my money. But for now, I guess I'll just have to wear these old ones whilst I'm waiting for my new glasses to come through. The world has changed so much in the last couple of years, and it's meant that there's been so many more work from home jobs, which is amazing. I'm not sure about you, but for me, I absolutely love working from home. It really suits my lifestyle. I'm able to go and do the school run on my lunch breaks. It just works. But with that comes more costs at home, and as you know, the energy bills are so crazy right now. They're really, really high. So what can we do to try and minimize the cost? Well, you could possibly claim work from home tax relief. Now I say this and I say do your research, get this with a pinch of salt, because one thing it says on the guidance from the government is you cannot claim tax relief if you choose to work from home. Claim for gas, water, and also business calls as well. It's something I'll definitely be considering next year because I work from home like pretty much every single day. Just after 1 and we've got a delivery due between 2 to 4 p.m. but since I've started working I found it almost impossible to pop to Aldi to do my grocery shop. I think I've probably been one. I find that it's so much more easier, but it's also really expensive. Now initially when I first started these deliveries I was just paying for costs, £4, £5, £3.50 depending how early I booked the slot. However, you can actually make a saving by doing this. You can book a reoccurring slot, which means that you can then pay annually or monthly. I think, but with the annual pass it depends on whether it's a weekday or whether it's the weekend. If it's in a weekday it's much cheaper than in the weekend, so it's definitely a useful way to save money. So I quickly just ran and grabbed this meter reading key, and that is because we use this on Thursday to submit our meter readings on time for the annual increase in energy bills. And I can't believe how much my bills have gone up. Previously they were £98 for both gas and electric, but now it's £152. It's like, wow, it's so expensive, and that's an annual increase of over £600 a year. To make sure that I do all I can on my side and submit meter readings. One silly but very useful tip is to always keep this in a handy plate and then doing it straight away. Just in the bedroom and I'm just putting some of my daughter's clothes away. Another tip that has saved so much, especially when it comes to clothing, having a capsule wardrobe, not only for yourself but for kids as well. And this is something I do especially for my daughter because she's at that age where she's growing so rapidly. Like every 2 to 3 months we need to buy new clothes. I keep a cap on how many outfits she has. I only ensure that she has about 5 outfits to wear. It means I do a couple of washes a week, and then a couple of really nice outfits for, like, you know, if there's a party or we're going on a really nice day out. But in a day-to-day, like sort of around the house, pop into the park, we just have 5 sets. So like this is one, I think this was a set of 3 and this was from H&M. Sometimes I like to mix it up and I buy a couple of things new, a couple of things second hand. But yeah, I like to buy in sets because then that way I can just ensure that I've got a whole outfit. So in a couple of months I have got my car insurance due, and this is something I've always dreaded because it's always so expensive. But last year was the first year where I was super happy with my deal. Now one thing I always do is make sure I search for deals. So one thing I've definitely noticed over the years is paying annually can be so much more cheaper than paying monthly. And I've always been a person that's paid monthly because I've never really had the funds to pay annually. But this year, because I'm now debt free, I'm definitely going to be making an effort to try and pay annually, and then going forward for the following year, instead of me having a direct debit on a monthly basis, I'll actually save an estimate amount for my car insurance for the following year, so I don't have to fork up a huge sum again. Use petrol price comparison websites. They're really good just to see where is the cheapest petrol. As you know, it's so expensive right now, and even if it is just a few penny savings, it can make all the difference in the overall cost of the petrol. So it's definitely worth using one of those just to have a look and see where your nearest garage is that has the best deals. Okay, and then the last tip is to invest in a coffee machine. Now this has an initial fee of course because it's paying for a whole coffee machine, and I was incredibly lucky. I got one from my husband for my birthday this year, and I absolutely love it. Like, I love it so much. But investing in the coffee machine, it feels slightly controversial because obviously, right, you're not going to save the house by suddenly stop. However, it has saved me a little bit of money, and it means that sometimes when I just really feel like, oh, I fancy a lovely coffee, I don't always need to spend a £5 for that. Sometimes I can keep that £5 and sometimes I can treat myself to a coffee. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's balance. The other day I was cheeky and I enjoyed a nice little coffee delivered to my house from Starbucks whilst I was working because I wasn't feeling great and I just wanted to treat myself. That is my 10 top tips to save money in 2022 because the prices are so high right now. The cost of living is so high. I hope this video was useful for you. Do you have any tips to share? Please do let me know because I'm always on the lookout for tips. I think I'm going to be doing some more of these videos. But yeah, I hope it was useful for you and I hope you're able to save a small fortune. Thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.